Through Arthur Miller's representation of the crucible, individual experiences and a sense of self-preservation can eclipse the collective human experience. Individual experiences and a sense of self-preservation. Madhav, all right, now the technical, breakdown happens. You've got a double up there. And for anyone watching, try and avoid these double ups in your expressions, especially in the thesis. See how in this first sentence, you say individual experiences and a sense of self-preservation. Well, you just said individual experiences, threw it out there, and then went on to say something more specific and better, but you kind of left the individual experiences as this kind of vague thing that's undefined. You didn't define it, so why are you using it? If self-preservation is the relevant individual experience, then you should say the individual experience of self-preservation. Now it's all one thing. That's what we want. We don't want the double ups. Just focus on one key phrase when you're conveying an idea. One idea. Don't list things. See, hopefully you can see how redundant, pointless the individual experiences bit is there. But what you could do is change that to the individual experience of self-preservation is seen to eclipse the collective human experience. Now, that's true to an extent, depending on how you look at things, right? I don't know if it eclipses it. I think the message is that we want it to eclipse it. I think throughout the whole play, you've kind of left the collective human experience thing really undefined as well. That's why I'm struggling to kind of make complete sense of it. Get rid of individual experience or say the individual experience of self-preservation. Don't have a double up there. You've left individual experience as a very vague and undefined term. We don't want any of those in your essay. The second thing is you've been vague on the collective human experience. You haven't actually said how it can eclipse that experience. So I'm thinking, what do you mean by that? Like self-preservation. Well, I know everyone else is trying to preserve their reputation and preserve their life, so they're lying. But how does that eclipse the collective human experience? It certainly eclipses collective unity. I would say that the individual desire to preserve one's reputation eclipses the individual desire to assert moral integrity, right? It's actually a conflict between the individuals in that way. I would say if you're talking about the collective, I would be talking about how there's a pressure to conform to the collective, which actually leads to the disintegration, the degradation of individual morality. Okay, so hopefully that gives you another take on that concept there. I think you've just been a little bit vague on the collective human experience. And so while it kind of sounds nice with the eclipse thing, after I read it, a couple of times just then, you saw me do it, I couldn't really make sense of it. I couldn't really connect. I want a clearer point. I want you to be far clearer there. So make sure you define them, otherwise don't use them. If you can't define them, don't use them.